Alright, so I'm back at this boat. This is the last night I'm going to spend here. I'm going to do a stealth camp up there, and at nighttime I'm going to do a full exploration of the inside of the hull and all the different crevices and whatnot. Why at nighttime? Why not? So right now I'm going to climb up there, set up my tent, and see if I can't find a spot that's comfortable enough to sleep on that iron. So let's go do it. Okay, so I'm on the boat. Got my gear up here. This is a spot I'm going to post up. There's like some dirty, landy stuff there that's softer than sleeping on the metal. So I'm going to post my tent up right there. Looks like by the sun I got maybe about an hour and a bit left of sunlight, or daylight anyway. So I'm going to get the tent set up, and then once the sun goes down, I'm going to go down into the hull and explore this bad boy. There is some weird shit going on here. Like, I don't know where they got that chair, but some people are bringing some stuff in here and just kind of going to town. So that's where I'm going to be going, getting into the hull, down into the hulls through that floor right there. And yeah. Sand everywhere, boy. So I popped the tent up. I'm supposed to be able to put 4 pegs in the, in the front and in the back. However, because I'm on metal, that ain't happening. So what I am going to do is I'm going to borrow that nice piece of concrete right there and stick it on the back of the tent. And then I'm not even going to worry about the front. The front is going to plop up a bit. I might find something else to prop there. It's getting a little dark, so I'm going to get this shit put in the tent anyways, and then move on. Now I did actually hear some people possibly approaching, but I don't even know. So what I'm going to do is yeah, I'm just going to continue, put that concrete on there and then move along. Okay, so I found a solution here for the tent anyway. So 1 concrete in the front, 1 concrete in the back. The sides are already flat, so I don't need to worry about that. Still got some sand in there from the beach camp, but there she is. It's hard to gauge again from a video, but it's nice and spacious in there for myself. Anyway, So throw this bag here. I got that at a thrift store for about $2. Believe it or not, it's like a weird bag. I call it the half moon bag. Anyway, I keep all my blankets and pillows and shit in there. Throw that in there. And hygienics and food. Tarot cards. I brought those for the heck of it, for boredom. And then the tent case and pegs. And then I'm done. Alright, so I do not need to set up, but I'm going to close the door. I'm going to get my fire prepped, and then basically, you know what, I'm going to do a quick little walk around right now anyway. I know I did do a walk around with this thing in the one video, but in case you didn't get to see that, it was winter time. Now it's kind of springish, almost summer. Easter's coming up, so the water is literally rising from this little reservoir at the side of the river. That's the river over there. I believe it's called the Sideham River or something like that. Yeah, not too much around here other than a big farmer's field. And then the front of this abandoned ass boat. Yeah, I don't know the history behind it. I never cared to look it up really. But it's a part of this area's history anyway. It's been here for a long time. There's the gears for cranking stuff up. There's the I don't know what that thing is for, lifting stuff up to or something of the sorts. Here's the wiring that they use to. This is a cargo ship, obviously, so they use that to get the stuff on and off. So yeah, there's another pulley and a thingy over there. It's going to be interesting at nighttime. I have been down in there before. Again, I deleted that video because it was just not that great. So, and I didn't go through the whole of the hull. So I'm going to be going through the whole of the hull this time and checking all that out. So anyhow, next step here is prepping the fire, and then when the nighttime comes, that's when I'm going to be going down into the hull. Okay, so anyways, I got my fire started. I'm going to cook my supper in a minute, and then when the sun goes down, I'm going to get to exploring this boat. I did walk over here inside the hull, and I looked down that thing, and there is water in there, so it's going to be a little tricky. This water that's risen from the river has gotten into the boat a bit, so it's going to be a little tricky navigating down there, but I'm going to make it happen either way. So we'll let this guy get going and then get to cooking. Chicken and rice and all things nice. Just leave it there and let it cook. So here's my little cooking contraption I got going on. Basically, I brought my brought my pot for coffee. This time I brought coffee, instant coffee that is. So I got to clean that pot out for the coffee anyway, and I just kind of threw my tinfoil bowl on top just so that it heats and doesn't kind of ruin and burn. I just placed it right on the wood, so that kind of works out. I did have a handle on that pot at one point, but the screws came out after being on the fire the one time, so that didn't work out. But it's still useful, so I kept it. I mean, I am sitting by the fire, so I'm a little bit warmer, but I'm hoping it doesn't get too cold tonight. If it does, then oh well, I'm gonna stick it out, and then as much as I can. If it gets too cold, I have to call it off. But I mean, it's getting warmer nowadays anyway, so it should be okay. I hope. Other than that, I think this food's almost ready, so I'm gonna eat this up, and then go inside the tent, set it up, and just kind of wait till nighttime. Then I'm gonna do the exploration of the hull. Okay, that's kind of tipsy-topsying, so I better take that off. I think it's about ready to eat. Here's my current camping setup. On an abandoned boat in the outskirts of the iron forest. The sun's going down and it's looking like it's going to be a 14 degree day tomorrow, so that's positive anyway for me, because hopefully it doesn't get too cold tonight to where I can't sleep. And there's the depths of the boat that I'll be exploring in a couple hours. I'm just gonna chill out and hang out a bit, and maybe I'll just sit by this fire and warm up, get myself warm. Hopefully I can retain the heat for the night, and then hopefully I can retain that heat, and then I probably won't, but I mean, I got an extra sweater I'm gonna pile on, and an extra pair of pants and socks, so we'll see if that does the trick. Hopefully it does, and with a little bit of luck, I'll wake up with a refreshing sleep tomorrow. Okay, so this camera, I guess that works. I'm on a different device now anyway. Hopefully the audio is the same or better than my other device, because I know that when I flip it around it sucks. You can barely hear me. So anyway, I got the flash on here on the camera. The night is dark. Sky is dark. I want to do this now because honestly I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm going to do the hull exploration in the dark right now before I get too unmotivated to do it. So without further ado, here we go. So now, anyway, my fire, when that thing gets, I'm hoping to, actually that's why I want to do this. I want to do the exploration, and then when I'm done, I want to come up here and warm up a bit on that fire, because I'd imagine I'm going to get a little bit chilly when I'm down in there, so yeah. This camera is kind of sucky, but I guess it's okay. It doesn't gain focus that well right away. Anyway, I'm going to climb over this guy. Oh boy. Okay. I'm into the hull area. Well, this isn't the hull, this is the front of the boat. We got focus here. I guess that's good enough. So this is the front of the boat anyhow. It takes a couple seconds to focus in, which I'm not happy with, but the other device is pretty much dying or near dead. It's at like 16%. So anyhow, I'm gonna go down to the hull of the boat. When I did explore it the last time, it was just in the main area, but this time I'm gonna be going way back and seeing how further it goes, how far back I can get it. How far back I can get, rather. So obviously I'm not going down in that part. That's just full of water. I gotta try not to drop this guy. I'm not used to filming with this one. That's outside of the front. That's where I'm going to attempt to go in. The water wasn't this far the last time I was in here. It was actually nice and dry down in there in the dead of winter. Now that it's April, the water's rising with all the rain and whatnot, so that's what we get. Wow, that focus really sucks. Anyway, this is boat graffiti. Obviously people come here and do whatever. Yeah, so here we go. I will try to go slow so that I'll try to go slow so it remains into focus. So this is ground level. Now I'm looking down in here. It's gonna be super, super tricky to navigate over all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm going down this little hole. Shite. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to climb over that without dropping my phone. I'll try it. Yeah, I'm not trying to get a soaker either. Man. Okay, I think I have a plan B. I can get to that area over here. I'm gonna have to go down the hole that's in the main area here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, I'm not trying to climb over the fire, but I'm gonna have to do one of these. Okay. So this is the hole I'm gonna have to go down. Shit, it's still even wet down there. Okay, Where the heck? Alright. So right now I'm like upside down, and that's kind of where I want to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Ow, fuck. Ow, man. I gotta be careful not to cut myself on this rusty stuff. Alrighty. Anyway. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky. I gotta make sure all my pockets are zipped up and I'm not gonna lose anything. Wow, that focus is not that fun. Yeah, okay. Note to self, make sure that I have enough power on the other device to do it, because this one's not that great. So, just to give you a little idea, there's my setup. My legs are dangling down the hole, and here I go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the hole. I'm now in the part of the hull that obviously bursted open from whatever. And we're going to go in here and continue on without getting a soaker. Now this section, there's another hole I'm going to crawl through. That brings me to the area that I was just trying to avoid with the with all that water. Okay, inside. Now here's the hole. This is the right side of the hull. Unfortunately, the flash doesn't show you everything, which is not fun for me. So here's inside the next hole. And before I give a big look around, I'm gonna go through it. Okay, so yeah. So that area over there, you can see the water right here. That over there is what I was looking down with that when I was in the front part of the boat. And I could have navigated over that if I had to, but it was just easier coming in the way that I did. This is the square hole that I just came through. And yeah, I kind of Yeah, that's the fire popping. My mind's obviously going to play some tricks on me down here. That's how it works. So, this is the next area to go into. There's nothing there except the old engine and a bunch of random stuff. There's an old chair. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Next hole. Okay, looking in, we have just an area. I'm going to crawl through it. Somebody had a little bit of wood here that looks like they were trying to set up a fire. Now, it's not visible on the video, I don't think, but straight ahead I can see another square hole to another area. And this is just kind of the main, I don't know what the heck this is, but it's just the piping and whatnot. So I'm going to continue on. This area is about 5 feet tall, so I'm having to duck. And yeah, here we go. Here's the next square area, and I believe this is as far as it goes. There's where it just came from. Dark and creepy as heck. Ow. I just bumped my head. Now I'm going through this hole. Okay. So, right here we have some metal going up on a, just rising up, so that's definitely the front of the boat. Yeah, this is the hole I just came through. And the other hole is way down there, the square I should call it. Yeah, I don't know what the heck was going on in here, but this is just a subsection of the boat. There's a little rusty puddle. And there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else further to go. Yeah, just a bunch of piping and beams to support the top of the boat, I guess. Whew, I'll be honest, it is, it's definitely creepy, and when I hear different noises that I don't expect, I get a little freaked out. So yeah, right there, looks like somebody had a little fire going. There's some ash and not a lot of wood. So, someone might have been testing to see if there was airflow down here, I don't know. But, yeah, that's about it. So I guess it's time to get the heck out of here. I'll be honest, it's not, I don't know, it's cool. It's kind of neat, but at this time of night, it is a little creepy. Okay, let's go. We're turning out of the first square. Looks like someone enjoyed a can of Coca-Cola down here at one point. Here's the second hole. Oh boy. And there's the, back to the engine. There is a, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some sort of a thingy there that looks like it could be used as like a gas fireplace, could be converted into one anyway if you had the time and the means to do that kind of thing. Honestly, it would have been interesting to see this thing back in its prime, to go down here and check it out. This is just the ruins of it. And we're back in this section. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to crawl out here and then go up the side of the boat. instead of crawling through that square. Yeah, that seems like a way better idea. I can hear the fire still crackling. So I'm gonna head her back up the side of the boat the way I came. And that concludes the exploration of the hull. And I'm back up on the top of the boat. Here's my tent. Now I'm gonna maneuver over here. Okay. My agility has not failed me tonight. Success. Whew. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna sit by this fire, what's left of it anyway, and then I'm just gonna kind of warm up, and then I'll tune back in once I'm back in the tent. I'm gonna warm my hands up here. Alright. So I'm in the tent. I'm cocooned into my sleeping bag. I didn't put on my extra sweater because I don't think I'm gonna. I just didn't put it on, and I don't think I'm gonna need it. It's actually decently. It's not too cold in this tent right now, so yeah, I'm just gonna get to sleep, and in the morning we'll get up and pack this stuff up. But it feels like I've been laying here for about 15-20 minutes. It feels like I can pretty much get to sleep. Now I did see some through the forest. There's a railroad not too far on the other side of this forest. I seen some lights over there, and there's a couple new ones that showed up. I don't know if they're servicing the railroad or something at this time, but it did kind of weird me out a bit, thinking they might have seen my fire, so I put the fire out quickly and just kind of came into the tent, and I don't know, whatever. But in any event, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired, so I'll catch you all in the morning. So anyway, it's 3 in the morning. I used the pot. I got a little too cold in the tent, like just too cold. So I used this pot. I gathered up some random kindle that I could find, and basically I'm heating. The plan is to heat up some coals in the pot. I'm going to bring in the. Wait a minute, let me get this flash on. I'm going to bring in that little slab of concrete inside the tent, and once I have, once this fire dies down a bit and then I'm left with a little bit of coals, that should be my heat, and then I'm going to plop this lid on to keep the smoke in, and hopefully the lid stays on. And then I'm going to set the pot on the concrete so it doesn't burn the tent, and hopefully I'll have enough heat to get a couple more hours sleep. I did get some intermittent bouts of sleep in the past 4.5 hours or so, so I'm hoping that this does the trick. I was bundled up in the sleeping bag, and honestly there was just not enough heat to sleep comfortably, so it's like +1, maybe almost 0 right now. So yeah, we're gonna heat this guy up, and then bring that heat source into the tent. Hopefully I don't burn the tent, like singe it or anything. I'm not worried about the thing setting on fire or nothing like that, but yeah, that's the plan. Still here chilling on this boat, so we're gonna do that, and then once I get that in the tent, I'll continue the filmage, and hopefully with a little bit of luck get back to sleep till the AM. Alright, so what I did was I brought this in the tent. I opened up the back window, which is you can only open from the outside. So what I did was I did that. I brought the concrete slab in here and I had it sitting right there, and that didn't work. It got too smoky in here, so oh, look at that SpongeBob, I just noticed that. Anyway, so there's coals in here. It's not popping as much. I have there's a little 2 pieces of wood there that should kind of become coals in the next hour or so and just give me a little bit of heat. I opened up this front of the tent door, and I'm gonna try to lay back and get some Z's. Hopefully that's enough heat that it'll keep me warm enough to sleep for another hour or so. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'm going to drink some apple juice and then get back to bed, and then hopefully I get another hour or so sleep, and then call this a success. I'm just on the brink of this not being doable. Like, it's just almost that cold, but not quite. So hopefully with a little bit of luck, I don't get popping coals that come out and ruin my tent, but heat is king in this situation, so I'm gonna make some sacrifices here. Anyway, off to bed and see what the next event brings. Okay, well anyways, I found a solution. So this is the, I brought the slab and the, so I put the slab back into the tent underneath the window because honestly it was way too cold, and what I did was I waited until the smoke died down a bit, and there was just a little bit of coals in there. There's still a little bit left. You can see the smoke coming out. When I had it right here, it was way too cold. The breeze was coming in, the draft was coming in, and I just couldn't manage that. The heat was just escaping, so I had to bring it back in, and it worked out. There was just enough, not enough smoke to smoke me out, and just enough heat to kind of get another hour's sleep. So it's like 6 in the morning now. I got stuff to do, so I got to pack her up and get out of here. It's still a dark forest, so what I'm going to do is once I'm packed up, I'm going to bring you along and show you the walk through to get out of this forest here. So pack time. Alrighty, so let's get this guy off. Where's the control for this thing? Right there. Okay, now. Okay, that was tough. Anyhow, made it off the boat. Again, this thing is focusy, really spotty focus, but made it off the boat. I'm walking down some desolate path, exiting the iron forest. This is where the coyotes hang out, on this end of the forest. When I did the craft a bush thingy, I could hear them howling, like a bunch of hyenas or whatever. It really, you know what, maybe I'll put on the other light, might be able to see more. Okay, well, so I made it out of the forest. I'm back at my car now. I didn't get video because this device that I was using just messed the video up. I accidentally touched it and I lost like 5 minutes of me walking through the forest, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next one, I'm hoping it's going to be a little warmer, but it's going to be